Hello, I am Mac, at least for a day. Today I will be explaining a new project that I have just began. It is called the Spacing Guild. If you saw my previous video, I showed that I made my home planet in the galactic hub in a star system I named the Spacing Guild, but I named that with the plan to do exactly what I'm going to explain. The Spacing Guild is a coalition of No Man's Sky players who will visit other players' bases. Now, I know that doesn't sound too interesting. Obviously, people are already visiting other players' bases in the Galactic Hub and such like that. But there is a part of the population of No Man's Sky players that either don't know about the Galactic Hub, or don't know how to make the trip to the Galactic Hub, or are simply unwilling to make the trip. And I would like to start visiting those players. Me and other people visiting those players, as long as they're still in the Euclid galaxy, traveling across the galaxy using black holes as shortcuts to get to their stars and visit them. And then we can leave communication stations to let them know that they're not alone in the universe and there's people out there. Maybe encourage them to come to the Galactic Hub, or just simply, leave them a positive message that there are other people out there and that we are able to communicate with each other in the game. Because, of course, people that play No Man's Sky and have never come across a communication station or even a star system discovered by another player might not even realize just how much player interaction there is in the game now. Obviously, there's not traditional multiplayer, as people say. You can't see another player. But being in the Galactic Hub, I've realized just how much we can communicate and interact together through these indirect ways of leaving messages, naming planets, building bases that we can visit, and such like that. I really want there to be a group that reaches out to those people that don't realize the multiplayer aspects of No Man's Sky. So anyway, I started the Spacing Guild. I messaged on the No Man's Sky Galactic Hub subreddit on Reddit and asked for people to join the Spacing Guild. And what I'm looking at right here is the first communication station from the first guild member, Rabbit Gripper. The initiation mission to join the Spacing Guild is you have to come to the Spacing Guild star, Chome Company, my planet, and place a communication station anywhere on the planet to prove that you have the navigational skills needed to join the Spacing Guild. So let's read Rabbit Gripper's communication station here. He said, had to stop for gas. And I've already sent Rabbit Gripper on a mission to visit another player's bases. Someone on YouTube requested that I visit their base, and I hope they won't mind. I'm not going to visit them just yet. I might visit him later and make a video of his base, but for now he gets to be the first customer of the Spacing Guild. My first Spacing Guild member is going to visit him and leave communication stations at his base. Now I'm going to head over. I already showed my base in the previous video, but it's changed a little bit. I'm going to show you another communication station that someone else left at my base. It's not someone trying to join the Spacing Guild. I noticed it this morning, and it kind of gave me the push, and it made me think more about how I really do want to start the Spacing Guild, because I didn't ask this guy to visit my base. I had visited his. It was, yeah, I believe this guy that left this communication station was the first base that I visited. I believe his name is Merimacdwarf-22, and you can see that video, Marok's base showcase that I did. And so then he came and visited mine, I guess after seeing the video I did that showed where my base is. So he kind of paid me back for visiting his base by visiting mine, and he didn't tell me he was going to. I just woke up this morning, loaded the game, and looked out, and I was like, oh, there's a communication station right outside my base. Someone already visited me. And it made me realize just how great it is for someone to come visit you, even when you're not expecting it. Because, I don't know, there was just something really special about it. He said, "Greetings, Mac. The nip was lovely, thank you." So that's what the Spacing Guild is all about. It's about going and visiting other players' bases that might not get visits otherwise. Eventually we'll be visiting. The first mission that I put in was someone who's already in the hub. And of course there's probably people in the hub that don't normally get visits. And so we'll be visiting those people in the hub. And but of course eventually I really want us to be visiting people way across on the other side of the Euclid galaxy, which sounds impossible, but the way black holes work, you actually can travel to the opposite side of the galaxy pretty easily with black holes. You just have to load your save and keep trying the black hole until it puts you close to where you're trying to go. And I'm actually going to be doing that soon with a friend of mine on PSN. He's got a base. He wants to come to the hub, but he just started a new save and he can't come yet because he doesn't have the warp reactors and all that. So I'm going to go visit him, and if I can, before he manages to get to the hub himself. But I think that's definitely feasible, that members of the Spacing Guild can visit people all the way across the galaxy. And it's why I named it the Spacing Guild, because in the Dune sci-fi book series, the Spacing Guild was the like basically the delivery company that, and they were the only ones that were capable of traversing the stars. Not because they were the only people with warp reactors, but it was actually their guild company secret that they had discovered that the spice from the planet Dune could be used to make a liquor that would give them the ability to see the future, and so they could navigate successfully through the galaxy or the universe, or however widespread the human population was in the Dune universe. And I think that's a really cool idea. The Spacing Guild was, I don't know if they were somewhat evil entity in a way. They weren't really evil. I guess they were just, very in control of the economy, obviously, because they were the only ones that could deliver supplies from, one star to the next across the galaxy and all that. My Spacing Guild, of course, is a bit more benevolent. We're not about making money. We're just about visiting people and making people realize that they're not alone in the universe. So I kind of like that idea to, make people feel welcome and let them know that there's other people out there. But I'm kind of rambling and repeating myself, but I hope the rest of you can kind of understand that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the description of this video how you can contact me through different social media if you would like to join the Spacing Guild. To join the Spacing Guild, you kind of have to already be in the hub, and it's not because you really need to be in the hub in order to do the work. It's just to kind of prove that you're capable of navigating across the Euclid galaxy using the Pilgrim Star app and all that, and the black hole network to travel across the galaxy. You've got to kind of prove that you're able to do that. Otherwise, I can't give you missions because you wouldn't be able to complete them. So you kind of got to be in the hub to prove that you can do it. But I guess we could work things out if you had, some other way to prove that you could navigate across the galaxy. And of course, I'll also put in the description how people can apply to get a visit from the Spacing Guild. And that's actually kind of what we need more right now, is customers. I've got a couple prospective members of the Spacing Guild, but we actually need a lot more customers. And that's one of the main reasons I'm doing this video, is because I want to try to get people that play No Man's Sky that want to be visited by the Spacing Guild. So if you're watching this and you play No Man's Sky and you'd like it if other players would visit your base and put communication stations near your base, then please contact me. I'll go ahead and tell you now, I'm Mac for a Day on Reddit, obviously, and you can also communicate with me through YouTube, and I'm also Merimacdwarf-orc on PlayStation Network. So, and like I said, I'll put all that in the description, and we can hopefully communicate. So, once again, if you want to join the Spacing Guild, please contact me, or if you would like a visit from the Spacing Guild, please contact me. Thank you for watching, and hopefully this is the beginning of a wonderful friendship. See you all later. Catch you in the next one.